Hey, I am Paulina on the Finnish Path, and welcome to my weekly reading Good Advice for the Week to Come. Uh, I do this every week, and I do it on Sunday, and I read for next week. So that's Monday the 4th until Sunday the 10th of March. Oh, that's the first full week in March, in fact. Okay, but we'll get right to it. I'll tilt the camera down so that you can see my cards. Here we go. The deck I'm using is, as always, my beloved Pam's Vintage Tarot. And if you are interested in this deck, you can find more information about this in my blog. I made an interview with this deck, and there are some links there so that you can see the author of the deck. That's Irene from My Lucky Card. Here we go. My deck is already pre-shuffled, but I'm shuffling a little more just to be on the safe side. And I will be drawing 3 cards for next week. The first card is Stop, something we need to stop doing next week. And the second card is Start, what we need to start doing next week. And then the third card is Continue. That's something we have started earlier, and we still need to keep right. So here we go. Make a nice little fan. There we are. And the first card is Stop. Ah, okay. This is Temperance. It's a Major Arcana card. And the second card is Start. Right. Okay. This is Knight of Wands. And then third card is Continue. Ah, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Oops. I'll move my deck. And then I'll move the cards up so that you can see them better. Okay. Right. So we have 1 Major Arcana card and then 2 suit cards or Minor Arcana cards. And the Major Arcana card is in the Stop position. So apparently we are doing something that we really seriously need to stop doing. Something that is hindering us. And then these 2 cards, we have Wands and Pentacles. Wands is action. Pentacles is everyday life. You know, the tangible, mundane, everyday life. Like work and money and health and all that, home. So very tangible things. These very tangible and concrete things, you know, actions. And then our everyday life. So next week is not going to be about theory. It's going to be, you know, very real. Okay, let's see the cards one by one. This is Temperance, Major Arcana card. And this card is all about balance. I mean, looking at what's going on in this picture, this winged person is standing both on land, 1 foot on the ground, and the other foot is in the water. So this person is balancing the everyday life, the real life, the dimension we live our everyday life in. That's the ground. And then their subconscious and their dream world and instincts and all that, that's water. So this person is standing on both of these. At the same time, they are pouring water from one cup to another, perhaps, leveling the water so that there's equal amount in both cups. So balance going on there as well. Also, looking at this person, there's a triangle there on their chest. That is a symbol for the Trinity. It's a symbol for stability and balance again. So this card is all about balance, and the name Temperance, meaning moderation, not trying to be excessive in any way, but keeping moderation in everything you do. But this card is in stop position. So no, I don't think we are being told to stop being living a life of moderation. No, that wouldn't make any sense. What is also tied into this card is trying to combine two things that are often, that don't usually go well together. So trying to kind of make opposites meet, that's also tied into this card. And that is what we need to stop. We need to stop trying to achieve overly difficult things and pairings. If things don't go well together, then let them be. For now, we might go back to them later, but for now, that's our focus should not be on things like that. We should focus on other things. And this is very important. Apparently, we have been using excessive amount of energy trying to make things work when they just won't work. At least without our meddling, they won't work. So this is what we need to stop. We shouldn't use our energy that way right now. It could well be that next week we need to continue doing this. But for now, I mean, not next week, but week after. But for now, we should, stop hitting our head against the wall and concentrate on other things right now. And start, well, Knight of Wands. Wands is about fire. It's about action and creativity. Looking at this knight, he's got this plume, and also other things here are very fiery. There's a lot of kind of action going on in this card. This is the epitome of being active. Because knights, obviously, they are the ones that are sent to the front to fight the enemy. They are the warriors. So they are the ones who do things physically and themselves, and they are the active people in the court. So this is what we need to start. We need to start getting a move on. We need to start doing things, and getting things done. This is very interesting because I did a monthly reading just a couple of days ago for March, and all we got was wands. We got Ace of Wands and Two of Wands. So again, action. So next week, things are really going to pick up momentum. Stuff will start happening, and we need to act and react and be proactive. Yeah. We need to be of Pentacles. This is kind of obvious looking at this card, what the card is talking about. Interestingly, number 8 is also about creativity, very much like the Knight, or actually the Wands suit. So creativity next week is pivotal for us. But looking at this card here, there's a craftsman, tinkering away, being really focused in what they are doing, paying attention to detail, making sure that all these pentacles they have made are pristine. And this is what we need to continue. We need to continue maintaining the quality of work, good quality of work, because this is going to be important later on during the year. Many things are going to be started in March. And if we are sloppy with the beginning of whatever we start doing, then it's going to get more and more difficult. So we need to continue being meticulous, being really precise with what we do. Okay, looks really nice. I like this reading. Actually, quite anxious about it. Anxious to get to next week and all these things starting to happen. Okay, I'm ready. I'll take the camera up now. There you are. Ooh, trying not to drop my laptop while I'm at it. Okay, good. So the cards we got: stop, start, and continue. Okay, this is really kind of mind-boggling in a way, thinking about my monthly reading for March. That it is, things are really going to start moving fast, because this is a fast Knight. You can see the way he moves. He's going, full speed ahead. But he hasn't lost his head though. He's not senseless. He's not in some kind of berserker mode. He knows exactly what he is doing. And he is skillful. He's the most skillful as a knight, of all the knights, all 4 knights. He is the quintessential fighting machine. He's also because he is not losing his head. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's doing, he is being economical with his fighting. And he is very successful because of this. So no false moves for this guy. And he doesn't do anything extra. He doesn't waste his energy. But he puts it to good use. Oh, this is actually quite pertinent for next week. And also pairing it with this, being meticulous, this person is also directing their energy to what actually matters, and that's the coin they are making. And being careful while making the coin. This knight is doing the same thing, and the temperance here is also telling us to stop wasting our energy on extra stuff. You know, we can get back to those things later when things aren't quite this hectic, when we perhaps have excess energy. Then we can go back to trying to piece these, trying to pair up things that don't necessarily, usually pair up very well. So we can get back to that later. But next week, no, that would be wasting energy. And this is preserving our energy and directing it precisely to what actually matters. That's the key next week. Right. Okay. I'm not sure if I will be able to do that though, but I will definitely try to focus on what is really important. I'm not the best at doing that because I'm very emotional. So I often do how my heart tells me to do. Yeah, and my heart is very, very reactive. Okay. Exciting next week coming up. Good. I'm game. Right. So, as always, I will write this reading down in my blog so that you can read it there if you enjoy reading. Reading readings written down. This is getting confusing. I added a link to my blog in the description of this video. So there's a direct link there. So by clicking that, you get directly to my blog. And if you want to follow this series, you can subscribe to my blog just by entering your email address, and then you will be notified whenever I post anything new. Or indeed, if you enjoy watching videos, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel really easily by clicking this little icon, my logo, that appears here on the lower right-hand side corner of the screen by the end of this video. Also, this reading is something I do for my clients. So if you feel that there's an issue in your life, from any area of life, in fact, that you have an issue where you would benefit from this kind of advice, then you can find this reading in my web shop. And it's called Stop, Start, Continue Spread. And you can find it there and place your order through there. But that's it for next week. I hope you have a really wonderful week. Okay? Hey, hey.